We are in the kitchen cooking with Thunder Bay Grille. Sure, Labor Day's this weekend. Yes, school's underway or will be soon, but don't let summer end before it's really over. That's what I say.
It's true.
Go out
Still
kicking
nice,
and screaming.
sort of out. All right, Chef Mike Stigler is here with their dinner feature to get one last blast of summer. He's making Chipotle Seared Salmon with Avocado Mango Salsa. Good to see you.
Morning, ladies.
Good
What up,
morning.
Mike? Yum.
That salsa sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's something that's a little bit light and a little bit summery, and it introduces some sweet flavors with the mango and a little bit savory with the avocado, and it pairs up really nice with the fish.
So colorful.
I'm going to show you how we put this together today.
Sounds great.
So for starters, we have some vegetables roasting in the pan over here. I usually like to get those going first because they take a little bit longer to cook. So what we've got going here is some summer squash, yellow and green. We've got some red bell peppers. We've got a little bit of red onion. And then I put a little bit of garlic in there as well. And then I'm going to hit that up with a little bit of chef salt, which is just salt and pepper, and allow those to roast while we get our salmon going. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our salmon here. So this is fresh Atlantic salmon. For the purpose of what we're doing here, where we're going to be searing it, we took a piece that's a little bit more from the tail. Okay. Because you can tell that it's a little bit thinner. Sometimes as you get up towards the top part of the fillet, it's a little bit thicker, it takes longer. You get down towards the tail piece, it's a little bit thinner, and it'll get a really nice sear because you have more surface area on there.
No matter what fish it is, the thinner it is, the more I seem to like it.
Is that right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and with that extra surface area, like I said, you can get a really nice sear on there, which is really good, as opposed to having it. Sometimes if you try and sear a piece that's too thick, it'll fall apart on you, which is something that you don't want.
The skin on the bottom you can eat.
Yeah,
right?
the
so
skin.
You don't take that off, right?
We do take the skin off because we get the fillets in whole and we go ahead and skin them. Because we went for a period leaving the skin on because it is edible and it is really good, but we just found that our guests tend to prefer it not to be on. So you know, we follow what the guests want and that's what they want. So that's what we do.
What kind of seasoning was that?
That is chef salt once again, which is salt and pepper, and then it also has some ground chipotle chilies in there, which is going to give a little bit of spice to kind of counter some of the other flavors. Yeah. So from there, we're going to go over here and get into our hot pan. So we've got a little bit of olive oil going in the pan, and not too much, because salmon is a naturally oily fish. You know, it's high in omega-3s and whatnot, so it's really healthy.
One of the best superfoods you can.
It is, yeah, and it releases a lot of those oils once you get it in the pan. As you can tell, this other one, which I started a couple minutes ago, is already starting to release some of those delicious oils that are in there.
When you season meat or seafood, sorry, I'm breathing in some pepper.
It's good though.
Do you think it's good to let it sit for a while? I know you're doing this for the purpose of TV, but is it good to let it rest for a bit?
It is, yeah. I mean, definitely if you're doing meat, another thing that you like to do is bring it to room temperature before you throw it in a pan. I mean, don't take it directly out of the fridge, season it, and then put it in the pan, because you're going to have to go through all that, you know, those extra temperature range to get it up there. If it's already at room temperature, it's not going to take quite as long, and it's going to cook a lot more evenly. Another thing you want to be careful if you're doing that is that if you put a salt type of a seasoning onto a fish real early, it'll draw some of the moisture out, which you don't really want. So with fish, you don't want to necessarily leave it seasoned too far in advance, whereas with meat, you can, because it'll help to form sort of a crust on there, which is really good. So from here, we're going to go ahead and start building our dish up. So we're going to start with a little bit of cilantro rice, which is white rice that's cooked with some fresh cilantro, and then we put a little bit of pico de gallo in there at the end just to kind of give it a little bit of extra flavor. So you've got our white rice with cilantro going there. We're going to go ahead and add in our pan roasted vegetables, and you can see those are starting to get a little bit of color on them, which is what we like to see. And then we're going to go ahead and put our salmon on top of there, build that up right on top of the rice like so. Wow. And then we're going to give a squeeze of fresh lime on top of there to add a little bit of acidity to it and a little bit of extra freshness. And then we're going to finish that off with some of this avocado mango salsa. So this is made with roasted papaya, a little bit of pineapple, and some fresh mango. And then we're going to go ahead and put some fresh avocado in there as well, and pile that right across on the top. Yeah, it is. So there you have the salmon with pineapple, papaya.
Now, make sure that everybody knows this is a dinner feature running this week, so you've got to get it while you can.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not going to be around forever.
And it's been selling quite well, so it's been getting good reviews from people. So come on out and give it a try. We'll have it on tonight.
And it's a good time to make reservations if people want to for brunch, because that's delicious.
Definitely.
On the patio, too.
There's still time to enjoy that patio.
There is still time, and even when it gets a little bit cooler, we have big heaters that we put out there, so you can even stay out there into, you know, well into September and probably even October,
you can bring your animals out, right?
It is pet
Winston,
friendly.
Our picture of the day, could come out and hang out and chew on your furniture.
Sure, bring your wiener dog on out, your schnauzer, and you know, let them have some snacks with you. We even put out little water bowls for them and whatnot, so it's definitely a pet friendly area out there.
So cute. Oh, Oh, that is
adorable.
delicious. That salmon is amazing.
All right.
Real fresh taste.
Nice
Thanks,
job.
Mike.
Thank you.
All right, head on out to Thunder Bay. That's where you can take advantage of this dinner feature. Again, it's the Chipotle Seared Salmon with Avocado Mango Salsa. Super delicious. And enjoy the rest of your summer with that.
This week only, guys.